think this will be better. I can see the green around my screen too, so perfect. So, the crypto market. I think everybody has watched his portfolio this week and has not been so happy. Well, in the overall market, we will start over in a monthly view and take a look where we are, so that nobody has to panic or do anything else. The market is just perfectly fine for me still. Like you can see, this is a monthly view, and we did not do anything at this point. We just made a smaller high, so we are still at the bullish side. We can still drop to here and still be bullish, so 48,000 would be the last area I would ever see Bitcoin come back at this point before continuation. By the way, we are about 6 days from the halvening, so in the next 6 days we could maybe see a smaller spike downwards and then going upwards from there. At this point, for me, the overall market Bitcoin looks beautiful, so I cannot say we are not good on track. Weekly, same. Let me take this one out, this screen. If we can take a look in the weekly, you can see too. It's an overall beautiful market at this point. Last accumulation phase, we took out the highs, so we did want to see this retest. If we could see 60,000 Bitcoin, it would be beautiful. By the way, the ETFs of Ethereum has been granted, not in the USA anyway, but in different parts of other countries. So Ethereum looks at a bullish sign at this point, so it looks like we will seeing headed upwards if you have Ethereum. But still Bitcoin, like you can say, accumulation phase again. We could see maybe the lower parts for 50,000, but at this point I cannot say when we are gonna stop. It looks like this phase will be the end phase and then we go side and upwards. So we only have like 6 days, like I said before we go into the halvening. So Bitcoin overall still looks bullish. So we did break a daily trend line. The weekly did we not break. The daily we did break previously. So by around Thursday last week we broke it. So we just took out this liquidity below here. So we just take it in. It could say that we could take out this liquidity here, so that would be this area where we have the same area here in the weekly. So this looks like a perfect area for accumulation again, and then head upwards. I think this will be happening before we see the halvening, and then yeah, looks very nice for the next 2 coming days. But like we can see, here we have Ethereum, and this one has moved a little bit faster than Bitcoin, because this gap here, what I wanted to see, is filled at this point in the monthly. So it looks like we saw this drop going faster for Ethereum. Was area of accumulation too. So, but for the rest, you can see monthly we did not break any trend lines or high highs. So overall view still upwards. We just went into fair value gap from here, so liquidity has been taken out. This one not yet, but Bitcoin has gone over it already, so Bitcoin is already higher. So I mean by Bitcoin is higher, so it did take out the highs here. I meant by that. Ethereum did not go over it yet, so it looks like we could see Ethereum get into a bullish momentum very soon. Monthly looks beautiful. Let's go over weeklies. So I did enter some area here. So I took some more spot options for Ethereum. Buy areas was perfectly entered the buy area. So as long as we hold this line, this is weekly, you can still see trend line, beautiful, still going upwards. We're just doing this, but then in a bigger form in price action. You can see we always do this a little bit closing up, need to close markets. So this is like closing the same like this one, but then of a shorter period of time. So that's why we see a bit more bullish momentum. But like you can see, we almost closed this completely off, even in the weekly. These two wicks, if they would touch completely together, then we should have a closed candle here, but it's still a little bit, but not much. So if you want to enter, this one is still perfectly, as long as we hold here, I will not look for sells. If we do break this weekly, I am gonna take a look if we have a retest to sell some, because then we could go to very lows, and I will be making sure that everybody knows that before this happens. But as long as we see this momentum, I still am very much bullish. On the daily, we did break one trend line. That was this one, was broken a while ago. Now this is the longer one, and we hit it twice now. We scooped up this one here and this little fair value gap too. I missed it, I did not see it. I thought this one was gonna be it. But still, overall, this was still a beautiful entry. For me, we are still on daily now, humping this one upwards. Like you can see, anybody that says that the market is completely going down, it's not happening at this point. This one is having a little bit more downside, so lower cap coins do break a lot faster. Of course, momentum swings a lot faster. So for Miria, I think we will see 0.005 coming up soon. I think we will hit the top of this candle, and there we will end. This one, I'm not yet into it. I'm not sure that we will. Why do I think we are? Because now, first of all, this is a monthly, and this trend line has been broken completely now. What can it do this month? It can still go upwards, of course, and just show a wick. We still have 14 days, but therefore we need to wait for the halvening. This was an area of accumulation for me still, so I am accumulating at this point. I do believe that Miria will do good for next run. It's done quite nicely, but yeah, this is nice. Beautiful entry. One more below super sale, I would say, if we get there. At this point, you can see we are in a downwards momentum for Ethereum, for Miria, so I'm accumulating just here. I'm not taking any long positions. I'm just accumulating more. If we hit this part, I am gonna take a long, and that means a leverage trade on this one, because I believe if this is where we had for the last part, yeah, we could see a huge trade in this one. I will do that live for the video, so anybody that wants to see that what happened, they will be able to see me do this trade live. I'll be going online from off next week, 2 days or 3 days in a week, to do live trading for myself. So anybody that's in the Discord can just come and watch if you want to. I will be answering in the chat, but I'm not sure that I will be talking out loud yet while I'm trading, just to keep myself focused. So here was a nice buy entry. So we saw one little dip for Miria. If we hold this line, so we did not hold this line like I thought, all was good. We did not hold it, so we dropped to a very nice buy area and directly back up. So that means the market is closed off for me, and that we are definitely hitting up to this area again. So you have a little bit of patience. We will see these drops to around 5 cents, maybe 4 cent 8 is possible for Miria. As long as we hold this one from the weekly around 3, I do believe that we will see an upwards momentum then from there on, because there is not liquidity, almost no liquidity anymore here, just here. But we've taken out this part already, and that's why I do believe that we are going upwards. We went into this very huge buy area from me. Gala, yeah, Gala has some not so good news at this point, so I'll be looking into Hala, and there are some 2 teams that are being kicked off of games, and other people that have been put onto it. So they are now changing teams for Mirandus, one of them games, and for a zombie game too. So that's not so good news for Gala Games. The good news about Gala, the other part, is the music is onto it. The movie has started also, so they've done 1 movie now that's online, and they have started for music also, that's a bit going on. So the music notes are live too, so that's good news. But this looks like a healthy pullback. I do like always that they directly close the candle. So if we are now closed, that means that we can only see a further momentum upwards. Yeah, if we do drop below this, then I have no idea where Gala will go. If if we take out this low or would break this green trend line, I think I will sell everything that I have of my Galas at that point. Yeah, I do have a note myself, so that's why I still accumulate this one. The weekly has been broken at this point. So you can see this was the weekly trend line. So for me, we should retest it, maybe go to here, and then we will see at least these lows. So for me, we will head further downwards in the next 6 days to 0.002 or 0.003. Between this area, I would look for some accumulation still if you want to buy this one. If not, I would wait a little bit until there comes a little bit better news from the dev and the team behind it at this point. Caspar, still one of my favorites. I'm looking into this one too, and we have some great news for Caspar. They are definitely finishing up the last parts to put smart contracts on Caspar. So if they have finished that one up, then they will, could be the next Ethereum or go side Ethereum on a different way, of course. But that's very bullish news. And it still did not list on one major tier 1 exchange. So if that happens, yeah, we could see at least a 10x again from Miria going on. So this was perfect accumulation phase. If you're lucky, we could maybe see a 0.09, sorry. What looks like we are still moving beautiful around this trend line. Weekly, same. You can see we are way off this trend line, so we are definitely still in bullish momentum. We closed this huge gap here, and as long as we stay above this weekly dots here, that's on 0.093, we will not go lower than that. I was aiming for this huge gap here. That's why I put a buy area here. Next profit area will be around 19 cents. daily too. Looks very bullish at this point. Like you can see, this was the same entry that you just saw in big, and it closed it off until the top of the candle, so that's beautiful to see. Oh, for somebody lost looking at charts anyway. I just like always when the market closes off, that means normally that they have finished and that they can start making momentum again, so that's why I like to see it. You can see bullish. This is my daily trend, so we are way off it still. We could still go to it, but I think we can just go a little bit sideways and go upwards from here. This one I did not expect to go this low. I hope that we would not see my lucky entry from Triul, but I believe we will. Yep, I felt this one in my portfolio too. But I'm still bullish on it. Why? Because it's going to be on Dubai too. So I think there will be a lot of new people being interested and finding out about this one. I believe that we need a little bit more advertising around this one, and then we will see a beautiful, huge bump up again. But it did hugely go upwards, so we're still in accumulation phase for me. If we go lower than 0.0017, yeah. This I do not like to see it get entered at this point. Monthly, like you can, yeah, this trend line has just been broken. There you can. So this would be the trend, the huge trend line. So we could end up going down. Weekly, same again. So I hope we end up here, but I'm not sure yet at this point. Oh, I am still buying this one. So, and the reason why, because if we go up from here to the tops, that's already 400%. So just somewhere we are today, the tops, that's almost 400%. So all-time high, this coin will definitely make again. So that's an easy 400% that you can make from this coin alone. So, but if we would see the lower parts again, yeah, then we see at least 1000%. So I'm definitely keeping a little bit cash at the side if we do see these lows that we can enter here. If we do this high again, 1000%. So for every $1,000, that's 10,000. So that's an easy 10,000 to make, especially because the team is still doing beautiful, and two of them have a different income too, except of this crypto. Myro, this is the only meme coin that I still have. This one has done very bullish, and now the meme coins are done, of course, because Bitcoin dropped 10%. Yeah, meme coins drop 50-60%, maybe 80% sometimes. And the monthly you could not see much because we did not have any viewpoints. This was buy area for my weekly. We perfectly entered that one. Took a while, but yeah. I would say now accumulate and sell again around 44 cents would be my selling area. So that would be 230%, but it could go higher when meme coins, when crypto market starts running again. So you will see Bitcoin go first, Ethereum and altcoins together. Gaming coins will be separate because that goes on a different narrative. And after you've seen those three go, then we will see all the meme coins and everything else spike up like huge. So once you see a Myro and everywhere going, every meme coin that you can find goes parabolic, yeah, that means that we have to take some more profits. Because after that, we always see a dump. It's like a small circle that always walks again. Now we see the meme coin, so now we see the drop, and afterwards we see Bitcoin jump again. Myro, like you can see, this was area for entering. momentum is downwards at this point, but this was beautifully upwards trend line that we are now heading in. So I do believe a breakout before here will happen. Before the 1st of May, I think we will see a breakout, and for me upwards around 27 cents. This was Tau. Bitsensor Tau, yeah, that is the only one AI that I really like because it has a use case. Still bullish momentum at this point. This trade was nicely taken, and a very close one too, I must say. Accumulation phase for, if you do not have this one and you want to add to your portfolio. Would love to see it go to around 340. Would be a nice area entry. The daily momentum we did break. I could put it here too. Looks still that we are going upwards. So we could area, second area maybe. Yeah, I think this area will do fine. If you want to add this one to your portfolio, this one will go at least to a few thousands. I know that BlackRock is very interested in this one to accumulate, so that's why I think this one will have a huge potential still going upwards. Bitcoin Cash, not much to say, not my coin really. Still bullish at this point, like all the rest. You can see, just came back, finished off the market, and now we'll go upwards. Anybody asking me to do any other coins or having some questions about the market that they would not expect yet? Because, yeah, I think everybody's seen his own portfolio yet today or this week. I did find one coin that I'm very interested in at this point, and it's Cubic. I have no idea if anybody heard of this one yet. Take a look if I can share something about it. This is Cubic, the first ever useful proof of work of blockchain. So why do I like Cubic? Because it's the first that I know of a blockchain that's AI driven and that has a very new way of working. So it has a new mining technology behind it, what can go faster, and also it's open source, so everybody is doxed. It's a nice team, looks very promising. The only downside that I found about this coin is they have a huge amount of coins, but very much coins they have. But except for that one, it really looks promising. It's not yet a decent play to go for yet. This is only buyable on 3 exchanges. I just want to show you guys. If you want to take a look, I'll share a link into it. But this one is something that I do believe that has the potential of being growth. If you go into this one, do know this is very high speculative, so this can, if you do double, directly take your money out and watch it a little bit. But has a lot of momentum, a lot of miners are looking into it, and it looks very promising. and a lot of people are making huge money on the side from just mining this coin. But because it has a new way of blockchain and integrating everything and transactions, it looks that it could have some potential in being the half of what Caspar could be. Do you know, like Caspar is also one of the first of its kind, so everything that is the first of its kind always has a very big potential to become something big. It also does smart contracts, so it's not only just the blockchain, so it also does smart contracts. It's fully operational already, so it works. The only downside that it is also that has is there is no web wallet yet available. So that means extensions like Firefox, extensions like MetaMask or Ledger or anything else don't work yet. So they need to figure a way out to connect with other people's wallets at this point, because it does not communicate directly with the rest. The rest has to implement a new code to be able to work together with that one. So they are still looking how to do this one. But for the rest, looks very promising. I'll just leave a link in the chat. If you want to take a look, you can always. I have a little bit of it. I bought it on TradeOrch. No. Yes. Or could you buy it also? Yeah, I bought it on TradeOrch at this point. But this is very speculative, so be careful if you want to buy this. It's very new too. It's only out for a few months, so it's from November out, so it's quite new. But I also like layer ones, so that's also one of my things that I really like. And because it's also AI built into it, everything that the computer does for the mining and the healing generates memory for the AI, so the AI gets stronger to go faster and everything. So it looks very promising. I think I will do the in-depth movie about this one for the channel. I'll give you guys the first look at it before it goes online, so you can always take a chance and see what happens. Does anybody have some questions for me? I've been over the most of the market. If I missed any coins, let me know, because I moved some stuff around and I did not add every coin back into it to make a little bit more overview for myself. By the way, the thing from last week, I made the event, one was joined, but the recording was not on correctly, so I put on the recording and I forgot to check how good the camera was aimed at, and the camera was aimed at the ceiling, so you couldn't see anything. And the second part was I forgot to put on my mic. It was in the wrong connection of my computer, and that's why it didn't record. So I was looking at the screen for an hour and a half just at the ceiling without any voice. So that's why you didn't. What do you think about fear? Yeah, I know. So that's why I don't have any view from last week. This time I looked it up very beautiful, so my recording was on, and so recording is done better than here at the Discord today. Okay, fear. Let me take a look. Can I share my screen here? Let's take monthly. You can see monthly, we're still upwards momentum, so this is like the lowest part that I would want to see it go at this point. But for entry areas, yeah, this looks like a beautiful entry area. So in the weekly, I would definitely enter this market in here. So we are now between 12 and 10 cents. So this would indeed be my area that I would like to see entry coming, so we'll see where we could enter. Maybe here would be fine too. So around 10-13 cents, that would be very beautiful to see. Daily view, yeah, this would be my lowest view that I would take in daily. Wait, let's move this one around and take a new one. This could be a very beautiful entry area for daily. Could we see any lowers? Let me take a look. We have one more here that did not finish off yet. If you are accumulating this one, yeah, I would enter definitely. But I would leave a little bit at the side for if we hit the 0.007 again. That would be like the perfect entry for fear, but I would not count on it 100%. We still need to break down this area. For me, I would enter here because of this huge fair value gap in this area. So this is still daily. So this is between 12 and 10 cents. Same on weekly, this is the same area. So this was my daily that I put on, and here is nothing, so I would not imagine that we would go below here, because we are still in a momentum that's upwards. So don't believe that we will see this low, we'll just hit here and go further, because we are in an upwards trend of momentum and everything. Our fear is still building, so the movies are coming. They had a new partnership. So this looks like a beautiful close of the market too. Good green candle. So entry areas, I would say, yeah, this would be a nice, perfect entry area to take some profits along the way again, around 20 and then 29 cents would be areas done to sell again and to see where we head backwards or back downwards again. What's my top 3 next bull run? That is a good question. My top 3, let me take a look. My top 1 is Casper. That one I prefer to be one of my biggest holdings at this point. Why? Because it's a sure play. Small caps, I would say Driul is my, at this point. I don't say that it cannot change, of course. If I find anything that's more worth holding or could have a potential of getting bigger at a smaller time frame, I would definitely swap to another coin. So I don't really want to have a favorite, but at this point what I'm accumulating, so I'm still accumulating Driul, I'm still accumulating Miria, I'm still accumulating Myro again too, so I like to see that one play out, of course. Kaspa is one that I hold too. So these are my 4 or 5 coins that are really accumulating at this point. The rest of them, I'm not really accumulating that much at this point. I almost had everything that I wanted to have already before the first jump going upwards. I'm just taking some profits that I am always doing. But at this point, I'm really holding and looking for one of the coins that I really want to see is one layer one that could have a huge potential for all of us, that it could just erupt again. So I'm keeping my eyes out constantly on the new layer ones that come out. So you will never see anybody talk about Cubic until, say, that it hits a few millions of portfolios at this point. But this is so new, nobody would ever go at that. Oh, well, my favorite group at this point in the crypto space is more Deepin. I think this will do very good in the narrative. So everything that's on the category of Deepin. Maybe change my screen for a second. So categories. If we go to Deepin, I believe this market cap will be huge for this coming up run, because this has actually use case in the real world. So all of these coins could have a huge potential of going upwards in the next run. I'm still researching which ones that could do better, but that's not that's not such an easy test to do every time. So I have to check everybody if it's good, yes, no, it fits, if it has use case. This one will do very beautiful flux, has a lot of people already getting paid for. This does cloud servicing on blockchain. Anything that does around this cloud servicing, for me, that I believe that will do fine. Hivemapper will do fine too. Demo 2, these are working together at this point. Octaspace is VPN services, so that's one could have a nice gaining too. Helium has a use case. This has its own telephone line. But if I find one that is used or is handy to have, or that I really say this springs out, I will definitely let the Discord know first before I buy anything. But I have not found yet one that is worth accumulating huge amounts of. I would say this one will jump out of it. Bommy. Is Bommy a meme coin, or does it do anything? You asked, right? A book of memes, you mean? Yeah, meme coin. I'm really not a fan of meme coins at all, but will it do good? Let me take a look in a second. Markets. Oh, wait. Sorry. Let me share my screen. So, if we look at the meme coin like now, book of memes, where do I look at and why would I say yes or no? So first of all, a market cap. This is 400 million, so market cap looks fine at this point. The thing that I don't like, it's decreasing constantly. That's something I do not like. Price actions, okay, looks good. Solid market could come down to 0.004 from just looking at this chart. Now, what do I do look also at is the exchanges where it's listed at. At this point, you got like Binance is a huge exchange, so we have one huge exchange already onto it. A second huge exchange. If we find a Coinbase under here too now, then I would say no, I would not be looking to buy this at this point. We do not see a Coinbase yet. Well, we see two huge exchanges, Binance and Crypto.com, are where people really put their money into meme coins. So I don't use these exchanges anymore, but I know a lot of people that do, and these are the people that buy these coins at a very high point when they are hyped. Will this do another double, 2, 4 or 5x? Yeah, still possible. Will I put money into this one? No. I'm not really a fan of meme coins. I would wait rather than to see everything else jump first and then put some in, to be sure when they are starting to pump. Then you can put just $1,000 and let it run, double it, take it directly out, and let the rest just be what it is. Because on meme coins, you really have to just buy, sell directly. You cannot hold this coin. If it does a double, take it out. Be happy. It's just something that happens overnight. Do they pump? Yes. Will there pump more meme coins? Yes. Do I know why? No, I do not. I think people are just insane to put money into something like this that does nothing. But okay, yeah, people are really, these kind of things happen and they like to do it, but I would never put money into something that I have no idea why I would put it in there. Like Myria or Driul or Bitcoins, Kaspa, all these coins have use cases, so all these do something. So I do like these. Like Myro is the only one that I have a meme coin ever had. I never had a Doge or anything else around this, but this is the only that I ever had. It done beautiful for me, and would I try it again? Not really. But could it double, triple? Of course it can. I will not say it won't, but would I put money onto that one? Nah, not really for me. I hope that clears out what you mean. Okay, great. So this week I will be Friday and Wednesday I will be online trading live. I think I will make just another voice chat into it so that you can follow up. If you want to join and see me do it, you can. If not, that's also fine. I'm not sure I will record it, but you can always jump in. If you ask a question, you can ask. I will answer it in the chat, but I will be not looking at anything else. Can you have a look at Mora and props at the chart? Mora, of course. Mora USD. I think it's Mora Games, you mean?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. So this is the weekly. I think monthly we do not have a lot of charting. No. Weekly we did break, but let's go a little bit further in depth because weeklies can be a little bit looking at this point because we do not have a lot of charting. Yeah, first area what I would have looked off was here because we had a small gap here, not a big one. Between this one here and this one we had a small gap. This would look the full body of the candle we taken out of this one. That's not what I like to see. So all liquidity is gone, so that is a good sign also. The main thing is I cannot see what happened before here, so this is just the startup. We did break the start trend line and we retested it, so that's a good sign. I think we're in a sideways position at this point. We could see 0.129 again one more time. So to finish off this little bit and then maybe go sideways a little bit. This was a gap that it's been taken, so we are in a down momentum for this one. 12-hour trade. So let me take a look. Value, nothing here. 8 hours. Well, this looked pretty close. So, why did we come back down here? Yeah, we did had a huge downwards momentum here. So you can see we finished this one off. I could put it up here even too. This was my area where I would have looked for an entry area somewhere. So we are at this point at this area. So that's a good sign. I believe if we can stay above this here, 0.1236. I said 39 just a minute ago. So if we stay above here, we are in a sideways momentum. What I would love to see for this coin to keep going into it. I have no idea what community is behind this or that this does anything more. I could just find a chart on Maxi, so I think it's the only one that I could find directly. But if we stay above here and we could stay in this green area, we would definitely have a chance that we are in sideways momentum and that we are going upwards again for these highs here. If not, and we do break below this, then I believe we are definitely going down to here, to 1 cent. I have not enough information. The chart is very, it's only like January 3rd, 30 January, so I would have set this area. So I have a lot of chance that this will be the last area that it comes, because now it closed off the market and then we could see in momentum upwards. We broke the first trend line, we hit it again. So if we stay in above this green area, we are in an upward trend, or are definitely gonna go on an upward trend. That means there are a lot of people that sold off accumulating here again, and then we go upwards. Give it a day or 4. If we go like sideways for a day or 4, you can imagine that we are definitely going upwards from here. But for the rest, a bit patient, I would say. I cannot directly say 100% that we are not in the green, that we are 100% in the green. And props. Let me take a look at props. Do you trade it on Maxi or on Budget? I'll just take maybe a Maxi block. I think you already have Maxi. Okay. Yeah, that was one huge. Congrats if you're in this one. Okay, so we broken this one highly. After that one, we have one more here. So if we break, let's say this one. As long as we stay above the 12 cents, 12.4, we're not hitting the lower areas. If we do hit that point, yeah, then I think I believe that we should see this area hit. If we stay above this area, we can just maybe touch it and go a little bit sideways. We are in an upwards movement, but at this point you are with this coin in a down movement because it did not break anything of this momentum. So you can see at this movement at this point, and the overall movement we're still upwards, but it could just see the same like you saw by Triul here. So like you could see this movement upwards, we could see like this movement downwards now, and then enter this area and then see the same movement upwards again, and then I would look for some areas to take some profits, because then we could see the same one to finish off a market, and that's what he's doing now here. We're going upwards, finishing off the first market, and then we could see maybe a close off of the second market part, because I did not see these any highs like this before. So if a good market needs to finish, it needs to clear off this area. So if you want to have a strong market into the next run, we need to see here. This is my first view that I take at this coin, so I think that would be appropriate area for accumulation. If we do not break this area, I would say around here. First accumulation, second one down here. If you hold and you want to hold this could be a drop for another 50%, so it's your choice what you do. If you have profits, maybe take a small bit and enter the same amount that you sell here, just around this area, a bit lower. You have more coins then, if you want to keep this one, around 20% more. I believe that we will see that this drop again. 20% is possible, 50% is would be good for the market, not 100% sure. Did not yet take a look which coin this is. Anybody else? Okay. You're welcome. Anything else I can do for anybody? Is it with you guys also special weather? We have here in Belgium very special weather. I've seen everything in the last 24 hours. I've seen sun, rainbows, hail, almost snow in the air, and it's 15 degrees outside. Okay, wish you all a very good evening. Have fun. It was my pleasure. Guys, you can see me from tomorrow. Normally just in the chat somewhere. If you want me to answer anything, just ask. I will be just charting and going live in tradings if I need to. I'll make a screenshot every time I do. It's maybe easier. Is that okay too? I wish you all a very good evening and see you on the next one.